Today's workout is really interesting because I put a call out into our community and said, what exercises would you like to do today? And so I now have a list of 10 exercises that we're going to do with dumbbells to build strength for the whole body. So well done you. We have 10 exercises that are just going to work the whole body. One of them is without dumbbells, but you will need dumbbells for this workout. I have a variation, so I've got a set of 10, a set of 6, and a set of 4. Now, if you look at your body generally, you'll see that some parts of your body have more muscle or are slightly bigger or bigger than others, like our legs and our glutes. There is more muscle here than the upper body or the arms. And what that means is you can actually push heavier weights in your lower body, generally, than your upper body, okay? And that's why we need a variation. So I tend to use the heavier weights for compound exercises. That's when you're using a variation of muscles where you're not just using one muscle group, you're using a variation. So for example, quads, hamstrings, glutes all together, they can push a lot of weight. Now, if you're just working your triceps, for example, a small muscle group in the back of the arm, it can't push as much weight. So we take a lighter weight for that. Do remember that we have warm-ups and cool-downs in these series in our workout videos. So don't forget to choose one of the warm-ups. There was a new one posted last week, so maybe try that one. And don't forget to cool down and stretch afterwards. This is how we're going to roll. So we have 10 exercises, and because we're strength training, we're going to do 10 reps. That means that this workout total is probably only about 8 to 10 minutes. However, if you're feeling like you really want to work on your strength, you're going to take another round. Okay, so all you're going to do is replay the video at the point where we start working out. So exercise number 1 is a sumo squat. We can go reasonably heavy. I've got the heaviest weight here, which is 10. Now sumo squats are going to target the quads, the glutes, and a little bit of the inner thighs and hamstrings because we step our feet wider than the hips. Unlike a traditional squat where your feet are definitely under the hips, toes face forward, the sumo squat takes the heels wider than the hips with the toes facing the corners, okay? So it's like a ballet plie, and then when you squeeze to come up, you feel it a little bit in the inner thighs. The mechanism or the movement is very similar to a normal squat. When you take a squat, it's like you're pushing the door shut with your butt, right? The same thing with a sumo squat. You stick your butt back. It's like visualize you're sitting down, okay? So we take the dumbbell in the middle of our feet, lift it to start with. You can see I've got it facing down. We're gonna take 10 reps. So knees push out over the toes, push your hips back. You might want to touch the dumbbell down and squeeze up. So we're going to take 10 reps. Now, the rep range of 8 to 10 is what we use to build strength. If you get to 10 reps and you felt nothing, girl, you need to put the weight up. If you haven't got heavier weights at home, then put that on your to-do list, okay, to get yourself some heavier weights and celebrate that moment of you getting stronger. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so that's one set, first exercise. Second exercise, Romanian deadlifts. Now, Romanian deadlifts, let me show you without the weight, facing side on, a couple of things to note. Your knees are bent for this. You're pushing your hips back, it's a hinge movement. You're bringing the dumbbells close to your legs, and then you're keeping the weight in the forefoot, not back in the heels, and then squeeze up, squeezing your glutes as you rise. Okay, so grab yourself those dumbbells. Once again, reasonably heavy. We're only doing 10 reps. Bend your knees to pick up your weights. All right, so feet are hip distance apart, knees bent. Push the hips back as you let the weights pull you down. Try to keep the shoulders retracted, neck long, and then stand up. So we cruise down, take your time coming down, and stand up. So push that hip, those hips right back. You'll feel a stretch in the back of your legs, your hamstrings, okay? So targeting hamstrings and glutes. Take your eye gaze slightly forward, because if you look straight down at your toes, you lose integrity in your neck. All right, 4 more. So you really want to feel that squeeze as you stand. Keep the shoulders squeezing back together as well. And a nice strong core, of course. And one more. And stand. Well done. So exercise 2 done. Exercise 3. Because we are doing lunges, I want to give you the option, if you're a beginner, to not use any weights, okay? Because it takes a little bit of balance as well. So we're doing alternating reverse lunges. I'm dropping the weights here, not as heavy as I did for the squats and the Romanian deadlifts. All right, so the dumbbells are at your sides. You're going to step one leg back, and notice that my feet aren't together. All right, so they're actually hip distance, so it's like railway lines. You're going to step one leg straight back, back heel lifted, bend both knees, and then push into the front heel to come up, and then step forward. Go the other leg. Back, drop the back knees down towards the floor, come up straight, and stand up. So let's focus on the legs right now. So we're aiming for 90-degree angles in the knees as you come down towards the floor. However, if your knees and knee joints don't enjoy this, decrease the range slightly. Okay, so we've done 2 on each side. So I'm going quite slow and mindful. I like to take my time in the movement to maximize the eccentric contraction, which is where you can build good strength even if your weights are light, okay? So if you're doing this without weights, I want you to really take your time on the down phase. And up. Awesome. Okay, your upper body, your hips face forward. Your core is braced, but not to the point where you can't breathe. So you notice your abdominal muscles are holding you still. All right, that stops your upper body from swinging back and forward. So we're at the halfway mark, 5. All right, so from a side view perspective, upper body is straight up, eye gaze is straight forward, chest faces forward. Your hips are like headlights. Drop that back knee towards the floor, power up. As you get more confident with this, you can speed up a little bit. But of course, if you're not doing weights, take your time. Work through the eccentric contraction, wake those muscles up. Last rep. Awesome. Okay, that was a good warm-up for the next exercise, which you asked for. It's called round the world lunges, okay? So I'm going to show you without weights because it is really tricky. We're taking a lunge forward, the same leg is going sideways, the same leg is going backwards, and then we switch sides. Okay, so it looks like this. Forward, side, back, and then we switch sides. So forward lunge, side lunge, back lunge, and switch. Now, if you are going to use your weights, grab them now. I've gone down again, okay, because we're doing 10 reps on each side, so that's quite a lot. All right, here we go. So we take a step forward, push back, step to the side, bring the weights down through the center, and stand up strong. Step the same leg back, stand up strong. Good. Other leg. Step forward, keep your eye gaze forward, take your weights to the center, step wide, back, and straight up. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can speed it up a little bit. Okay, the key here is to bring some awareness to your core so you don't lose your balance. All right, when you take that side lunge, you are going to notice an inner thigh stretch, okay? We are working the inner thighs as well. So we pretty much, within the 4 exercises that we've done today, worked all the muscles of the legs. So well done, you guys that sent me the exercise recommendations for today, because you are now getting a full lower body workout. I hope that you actually do this and don't just watch the video. Because remember, we're working on our strength together, not just watching Tracy working on her strength. All right, we're up to rep number 6. We got 4 to go. So always come back with the feet under the hips. Tap down. The hard part here is actually moving from the side lunge to the back lunge and stabilizing your upper body. Keep breathing with it. Do you notice your heart rate's going up with this as well? Yep, because we're moving in all directions and quite quickly. Okay, feeling it. We're coming up to the home straight. And last rep on each side. Keep your shoulders back. And last one. Nice work. Okay, so that is 4 exercises out of 10, all lower body, done. Your first upper body exercise is a dumbbell row. We're focusing on the back muscles. Now we can use quite a lot of the back muscles here, a bit of lats, a bit of trapezius, and down the center of the back as well. So grab a heavier weight, maybe go back up a weight. I'm gonna go back to 10s. Okay, we're taking that hinge like we did for the Romanian deadlift. Okay, so the weights are at the sides of your body. Push your hips back, keep your spine long, and there's a bend in the knees. Now let the weights hang heavy because that's what you're working with. So we're pulling the elbows up to the rib cage, squeeze into the center of the back, and then release. All right, so we're doing 10 reps, remember? Building strength, not mucking around. Good, really think about a tightening between the center of your shoulder blades. Like there's a little piece of elastic and it's pulling the elbows back. You've got 4 more, keep that spine long. 3, 2, 1, epic, come on up. All right, so first upper body exercise, done. Right, we're coming down to the floor for a chest exercise. Now it looks like this, front on. Your arms are gonna open wide. There's gonna be an elbow bend, and then you're gonna squeeze the hands together and squeeze into the center of the chest. It's called a chest fly. We're gonna do it lying on the ground. So come on down to the ground. Maybe drop your weight slightly. However, there's every chance that you could do the same weight as you did for the back. Okay. Bent knees, lying back, grab those weights and straight up over your head and in line with your chest and shoulders. Keep your whole spine connected to the floor. It's a light brace through the belly, but not to the point where you can't breathe, okay? Actually, what you'll notice is there's a tiny little gap between the curve of your spine and the floor, and that's natural as well, as long as it doesn't become more than, okay? So we call it neutral spine. All right, so we're gonna open up like we're gonna fly the arms. So open up, draw an arc. When your elbows get to the floor, you're gonna squeeze the dumbbells back together. So open and close. Like window wipers that move away from each other. Don't think I've seen that. And squeezing into the chest. Okay, you're breathing, you exhale as you bring the weights up, you inhale as the weights come down. Remember, we're taking our time on the down part of this movement. We got 3 more. 2, and 1 more. Awesome. Put the weights down. Rock your bodies up. Now, the next exercise is for shoulders. I want to show you the option here. If you feel like you're not able to control your lower body when you're pushing up above your head, you can always do this one from your knees. So you can start on your knees. It's called the Arnold shoulder press. I'm going to use the same weights, but you can drop it if you want to. Okay, so the elbows start in. We take them out like goalposts, push up above the head, join the dumbbells at the top, bring it down slowly, and then wind it back in. Reverse it. Okay, so out, up, down, in. That's 2 reps. The other option is to do this standing, like this. Okay, but you'll see why sometimes doing it from your knees is better for you, because if you're doing this and you start leaning back or working into your lower back, you're going to lose the gains of working through the shoulders. All right, we've got 5 more. Breathe with it. You want to power up and smooth down. 3, feeling this one. 2, and 1 more. Well done. All right, we're going to take a bicep curl before we go back to another shoulder exercise. So feel free to drop your weights. Remember, we already spoke about the difference between compound and isolation movements. So compound movements use multiple muscles and can push a lot heavier. Isolation exercises can't do the same weight, so drop the weights if you need to. So I'm going to drop the weights down and we're going to do a standing bicep curl. So the dumbbells are in front of your legs, just hanging at your sides, and you're going to curl the palms of your hands towards your shoulders. The feet are solid into the ground. There's nothing that moves apart from your forearm moving towards your torso. Okay? So we shouldn't be seeing that. No. Keep it nice and rock solid. All right, we've got 3 more. Squeezing into the front of the arms. 2 and 1. Good. I'm going to be staying with these weights for the next 2 exercises. So we have a lateral fly, so we're working into the sides of the shoulders this time. The feet stay where we have them for bicep curls. You're going to keep a slight bend in the elbow and lift the dumbbells up to about shoulder height, okay? And then slowly down. Let's go. 1, 2, good. Once again, posture is key here. If you really want to work into the muscles and get the best gains, you need to isolate the muscle, and so not using your body like this, okay? So really think about your abdominals. Okay, 3 more, 2 more, and last one. Okay, staying with the same light weights and perhaps even lighter, if you do have lighter, we're going to do a bent over tricep kickback, okay? So feet under hips. Once again, in this position, like we're going to do the rows, but this time we pull the elbows up, we stay fixed. So it's like they're drilled into your rib cage. And then you're going to squeeze your dumbbells back behind you. So let's go. 1, 2, eye gaze forward. 3, and you should feel this pretty quickly into the backs of your arms. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Yes. Okay, and our final exercise is for your core, because we have to do that. If we talked about full body, let me just move these out the way. Come on down to the floor. We're going to do an exercise which can be quite challenging, but remember we're only doing 10 reps, so let's do it. Make sure I've got enough space here. So legs straight up in the air. You're going to reach for your toes, and then you're going to extend your legs long and your arms behind you until you feel a level where you're just about letting go, where your feet want to fall to the floor, and then you're going to squeeze it back up again. All right, so we're going out, so it's leg extensions and lift up. 2, arms reach back. 3, exhale, inhale, squeeze. Good, we've got 5 more. And lucky last. And recover. Okay, so for those of you who want to keep going on the 10 for 10 exercises, 10 reps, just replay this video, go again with the pace and the speed and the weights. And for those of you, you're done for the day, don't forget to do one of the cool down videos, and I'll see you next time.